disease, experts say early diagnosis is key to a care plan, not just for the patient, but for the loved ones helping out, making a bill recently signed into law all that more important. Spectrum Bay News 9's Kate McVeigh has our coverage.
Theresa Pippin looked small next to one of California's great redwood giants, and again with her husband Trey in front of the Grand Canyon. The pair even toughed out the weather for a photo with the towering Verrazano Bridge. You could say big adventure was the couple's thing. After all, they did get married on a glacier in Alaska and later crisscrossed the country, visiting 44 states in just a year and a half.
I wanted to make some lasting memories and just spend that special time with her.
Trey Pippin planned those trips, inspired by a bumper sticker. Adventure before dementia, it read. But to him, it wasn't tongue-in-cheek. At just 49 years old, Theresa was diagnosed with early-onset Alzheimer's, her symptoms first surfacing several years earlier.
At home, she was having trouble planning and coordinating, multitasking, keeping commitments, and at work, she started having trouble performing her job duties, and they were taking longer and longer for her to complete, and she was staying later and later.
Trey tells us Theresa eventually lost her job as a senior financial analyst. The behavior continued. Maybe she was depressed, he thought. After all, it couldn't possibly be Alzheimer's at such a young age. Even one of Theresa's doctors said the same.
That particular neurologist told me that within the first few minutes of the visit, that 49-year-old women do not get Alzheimer's disease.
Unfortunately, further testing revealed that was, in fact, the case. Theresa joined the growing number of Alzheimer's patients here in Florida. According to the Alzheimer's Association, the state has the second highest prevalence in the country, counting more than 580,000 Floridians living with the disease today, a number that's expected to jump to 720,000 by 2025. There is no cure, but experts say early diagnosis is still key for care. And to help with those efforts, Senate Bill 806, known as the READY Act, signed into law by Governor Ron DeSantis just last week. Among other things, it will expand educational outreach by the Florida Department of Health to train healthcare providers in early detection. The Florida Alzheimer's Association, a big supporter of the legislation, says, quote, "This bill will encourage early diagnosis, a critical step to provide the best quality of life possible for someone impacted by the disease." Trey and Theresa experiencing firsthand the toll waiting for that diagnosis can take.
And it was just a lot of years of bewilderment that I sat in and frustration and not knowing why.
Now, Trey says there's been some level of relief. A care plan is in place, one that may not allow for big adventure, but still leaves plenty of room for the couple's big love. Kate McVeigh, Spectrum News.
Adding to the need for provider education, the Florida Alzheimer's Association points to a recent study that shows while 97% of primary care physicians feel it's important to assess all high-risk patients, only 47% say it's in their standard protocol to do so.